Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be testing out another brand of makeup, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, I have literally wanted to try this brand out for such a long time. I've heard so many amazing things about it, and I mean, let's just quickly talk about that packaging. So the brand in question is of course Beauty Bakery, which I believe up until literally like a week ago, it was mostly only a US based company, but they've just started stocking on Beauty Bay, which is very exciting. So they sent over one of their flower setting powders, which I've actually had a lot of requests to do a video on, so I'm very excited to try that. We also have one of their illuminators. This one is in the shade Glistened. I love the packaging of this. We also have their Neapolitan Ice Cream eyeshadow palette, which has like a few neutrals and stuff in it. They also sent over one of their Gelato to goes, which are just their gel liners. This one is in the shade Black Milk. And then last but not least, I have two of their lip whips, which I'm so excited to try. I've heard so much about these. So they sent over two nudie shades. The more pink one is in the shade Bubblegum Crisis, and then the slightly more almost like orange toned one is in the shade I Like to Chai Chai. So we've got a good selection of products to try out today, so if you guys would like to hear my thoughts on Beauty Bakery makeup, please stay tuned. Okay, so as you can probably see, I've already got my brows on and a lot of my base, which is why I'm looking so shiny, because I haven't set anything in place yet. So first of all, we're going to be trying out the flower setting powder. I mean, look at this packaging. It's just so unbelievably cute. I hope there's like an actual like pot inside and I'm not just gonna have to like tip it out of this bag. It feels like there is. Let's see. Okay, good. I was thinking I was literally gonna have like a bag of powder and I was gonna have to kind of like, and I didn't really think that was gonna work out well. But let's have a look. So, oh, it's kind of like a yellow toned. Looks like this, really nice packaging, and you get quite a lot of powder in there actually. So yeah, this one is in the shade Yellow. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see that. I don't know if they do any other colors. I will try and let you guys know in the description box down below, but they've sent over the yellow one. And on the packet, it says, for a natural looking baked beat, try our lightweight matte flower setting powder. Great for setting makeup or baking, of course. So it then has baking tips, which like anything gimmicky, I absolutely love. And it says, our flour can be applied 2 ways using a brush, and then it says with gentle pressure over the T-zone. So I think what I'm gonna probably do, because obviously as it says, this is a baking powder, I'm gonna do a little bit of under eye baking, which I don't tend to do that often, but I mean, it's a baking powder, so I'm gonna give it a go, and then I'm gonna kind of apply it over the rest of my face and see how we go. So I've just taken some into the lid, and I've got a damp little sponge here, and I'm gonna take that, and let's see how this works. Oh my god, that feels like actual cement under my eye. I now remember why I don't do baking that much. Seems like quite a good color so far. It's kind of like my Makeup Revolution one. So I'm hoping it'll brighten my under eyes nicely. It does already feel very matte on my face. Like, you know when you bake and it feels like concrete? This feels like industrial strength concrete. I'm then just gonna take this larger brush and I'm just gonna kind of pat that all over the rest of my skin. Imagine if this was literally just like all a con and it was just flour. And you could actually go ahead, oh, maybe that's an idea for a video. Full face using food products. I might regret saying that. Okay, I'm gonna dust this bake off. I don't tend to leave bake under my eyes for that long anyway. Let's see how this looks. Give it a good old brush. That actually looks pretty good. It hasn't like clung to any like crease in my eye or anything. Don't mind that. Whenever I bake my under eyes, I get like serious anxiety because I think, am I just gonna ruin this entire makeup look? But that works really well for baking. Yeah, I've got to give it that. Yeah, I actually really quite like that. I mean, for me personally, next time I use it, I will use more of a light hand because you guys know I prefer more of like a dewy look. But I mean, this claims to be a matte powder and it definitely is. There's no like caking or anything like that. It's just kind of set everything in place, and I can imagine that like bronzer and contour and everything will apply so nicely over that. Here's an idea, why don't we try it? So I'm just taking my chocolate bronzer. Ooh. Yeah, that applies so nicely over the top. Yeah, I like that. Definitely gonna be using that again. I'll then just pop a little bit of bronzer on my cheeks as well. Yeah, that's all applying really nicely. Next we have this big boy. This is the Illuminator in the shade Glistened. It says tap top, open slowly. What's gonna happen? Oh, it's not even open yet, Steph. Good one. So it looks like this, and I guess now you put the lid back on. Is anyone home? Well, that didn't work. Maybe if we like, oh my God, that is so gold. I don't know why I was expecting it to be like more of like a natural highlight. Okay, now I'm really excited. Okay, so I'm just gonna swirl my Luxe Powder Fusion brush in the lids. And let's see what this bad boy can do. Oh my Jesus Christ. So it's maybe a bit too golden for me personally, but hey, I'm gonna pick up another one of these because these are just so intense. I think it's safe to say I was not expecting that. It's definitely more of like a glittery highlight. It doesn't give you a wet look or anything. So you can just see like the actual almost like shimmer to it, but it's not obvious at all. And it like sits really nicely on the skin as well. Okay, I'm gonna have to pick up another one of these. So next up for eyes, I have the Neapolitan Ice Cream Palette, and oh, it's got like a little magnetic closure. This is what it looks like. Lots of really nice neutrals, and then obviously you've got like a nice orange and a purple. You've got a nice little mirror there as well. Let's just flip that over. So let's just do a couple of finger swatches. Let's obviously try this color here, which is called Strawberry. Nice. Then we'll have Sliced Almonds. Very nice. And then let's do Sunday Funday. Ooh, yeah, I like that one. Let's do one more. Let's do a shimmer or something. Powdered Sugar maybe? Yeah, they're nice. Okay. Not obsessed with how they're finger swatching, but the proof is in the pudding. See what I did there? Bakery, pudding. So yeah, I'm not obsessed with how they swatched on my arm, but then obviously you're not gonna walk around with swatches on your arm all day long. You're probably buying this to put it on your eyes. So let's see how this works on my eyeballs. So first of all, I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Sunday Funday, which was that one that I swatched. I'm just gonna take that on a fluffy brush and pop that in the crease. They don't seem to have a lid shade, just like a matte base. Maybe that one is matte. No, that's more of a shimmer. So you seem to have a lot of shimmers here. You've got, I think that one is a shimmer as well, maybe. It's kind of like a subtle shimmer. You seem to have 4 shimmers over the top, and then the matte ones seem to be Strawberry, You Scream, Sunday Funday, Drive Through, and Sliced Almonds, with Wafer being almost like, I don't know, it's kind of shimmery, but it's also kind of matte. So I'm just taking a little bit of Sunday Funday, and let's just pop that in the crease. See, that blends out really nicely, whereas if I just looked at like the swatches on my arm, I'd think that palette's crap. But you do need to kind of give it a go with a brush swatch at least, because that blends out like a dream. I then think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Wafer, just with the same brush. That's a shadow that kind of looks a little bit shimmery, but it's like mostly matte, to be honest. And I'm gonna start by applying that over the majority of my lid. Yeah, there really doesn't seem to be much of like a shimmer to that. It's more of like a slight sheen. I felt like this, just by looking at the colors so far, would be like a perfect kind of everyday palette. And then obviously you can add like a couple of pops of color with like the purple and the orange. I'm now gonna go ahead and take the shade Strawberry, which is this orange. That seems pretty pigmented on the brush. And I'm gonna apply that to the outer corner, I think. Yeah, again, that's nice. Could be a good little transition shade as well. And then, what should we take? I think I'm gonna go in with Powdered Sugar. And I'm just gonna go on like, ooh, that is super pigmented. And I'm just gonna work that over the lids. Okay, the shimmers are where it's at. And then maybe, just because I wanna try and use as many shadows as I can here, I'm gonna take Pistachio, just on the same brush. Again, super pigmented, and I'll kind of pack that on the outer corner as well. I just want to kind of see how everything applies. That's also really nice. The shimmers in this aren't too intense, so if you like that, then this could be a good palette for you. I know a lot of people don't want to use like too many intense shimmers on like an everyday look. Then I think I'll chuck a little bit of You Scream in there. It's like one of the darkest colors. And I'll just pop that right on the outer corner again, just to see what it looks like. Yeah, that's nice. It kind of just gives it a little bit more of like dimension and depth. I wonder how this purple one will apply. I feel like that'll actually be a lot more subtle than it looks in the pan, so I'll give it a go. And I'll start it on the outer corner, just so we can see how intense it is. Yeah, these are actually a lot more wearable than you'd probably imagine. So we've used quite a lot of the colors there. I think the only ones we've missed out on is Cocoa Powder, Drive Through, and Vanilla Bean. I'm now just gonna quickly go in with Chocolate Chip, just for the last color to use. I'm gonna see how that looks like on my brow bone. Ooh, that is very intense. I might actually kind of go over the top of the other highlighter just to kind of dull it down a little bit. Just make it a little bit less yellow. Yeah, that would actually work really well. It's just like an all over really icy highlight. Yeah, I'm actually really happy with that. That's kind of just like a slight twist on my everyday eye look. So I'm now gonna go ahead, finish up on the other side, and then we'll move on to the liner. So next I'm gonna move on to gel liner. So like I said, this is their Gelato To Go liner, I think it was called, and this one is in the shade Black Milk. This is what it looks like, and I'm just gonna take some of that on an angled brush. Oh, it's very creamy, and I'm gonna pop that in the lid as well. This is what I always do with any kind of like pomade or gel liner. Just kind of like sharpen my brush a little bit in the lid. And let's just see what we're working with here. Ooh, actually that is very black, and that is a very precise line. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of shape that wing quickly. Very easy to apply. It's maybe a little bit more sheer than I'd like. Maybe I'll take a bit more on my brush. But off the bat, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not finding this like the easiest liner to apply, and it's not the blackest I've ever tried either. Okay, those wings are not even at all. This one's like going straight out. This one's like crawling towards the top of my head. But let's ignore that for a second. As far as the actual liner goes, when it dries, it does kind of go a little bit more black. It just wasn't that easy to apply, to be honest, but I don't think, yeah, look at this. Yeah, this really doesn't seem to like go anywhere. It's like once it's on your hand or on your eye, it ain't going nowhere. I like it. I'm not wowed by it. I mean, I think once I get the hang of it, I mean, I don't tend to use gel liners that much anymore. I think I will like this a bit more, so maybe if you are more of like a gel liner fan, you'll like this. God, my wings are literally so uneven. I'm now just gonna quickly add some mascara. This is just the L'Oreal Paradise one, which I've been loving recently. Yeah, pretty happy with this eye look so far. So last but not least, we have lips. So like I said, I have two of these lip whips. We have one which is more of like a pinky shade. I think I'm gonna go for the more nudie color. And I'll just quickly, ooh, it's got like one of those nice kind of like diamond doe foot applicators. I'll swatch that there. Oh, that's really pretty. I think if I had like a different eye look on, that would be so, so nice. They smell. They don't have any scent, which I was actually surprised about. I thought they'd probably have some sort of like bakery, kind of vanilla, donutty kind of scent, but they don't have any scent at all. So this one here is in the shade I Like to Chai Chai. Oh yeah, that's like me all over. Okay, let's give these a go. I don't know which way you're supposed to apply them. I guess it doesn't really matter. I love that wand. Instantly, I love that wand. Getting it all over my teeth, nothing new there. Okay, if more brands could come out with ones like this, I'd be a very happy girl. Yeah, I am loving this color, and these are drying down so, so quickly. I've literally like left my lips for like 10-15 seconds now, and they're pretty much completely matte already. As far as how they feel, you can feel them on your lips a little bit, but then again, they are completely matte. Usually if you want something that's a little bit more comfortable to wear, then you'll go with something that's more of like a cream satin formula. When I press my lips together, they are a little bit tacky, but not in a way that kind of like pulls at the product at all. You're not gonna have that risk of pressing your lips together and then when you open your mouth, your lipstick's gonna be like completely gone around the center of your mouth. Yeah, I'm actually very, very impressed with these, which I'm excited about because I was really hoping to love these. Might have to pick up a few more colors. Okay guys, so this is the finished look, and overall, yeah, I'm really, really impressed with a lot of the Beauty Bakery products. Love the highlighter, I think we all knew that. Really like the little flower powder as well. The only product I wasn't maybe in love with was the liner, but I'm gonna keep giving it a go and I'll let you guys know my thoughts. The lip whips and the eyeshadow palette are really, really nice as well. I definitely think I'll be using this as kind of like my everyday sort of eyeshadow palette. I might actually take this on holiday with me because it's a nice little size. But yeah, overall, I definitely think it's worth the hype, and a lot of the products are definitely worth the money as well. For example, you seem to get quite a bit of product in this, and you really, really don't need a lot. Like, I still cannot get over just how ridiculously intense that highlighter is. So like I said, I'm gonna pick up another one of those. And yeah, the powder was really, really nice as well, and you do seem to get quite a lot. As always, you guys, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you do want to see more of me, because I upload, that's right, all the damn time. But apart from that, that's it from me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.